Right. We are live. The digital awakening is here. Ugh, it does take um, expansion. I tell you, it takes expansion. And what I love about the digital awakening is that you get to meet edges of yourself and grow and experience more of who you truly are here to be, all whilst being able to generate community, wealth, I mean, your dreams that you desire. And that's why we're here to come live to just really have a conversation around the beautiful digital era and this awakening that is happening. And I've got the most incredible guest speakers lined up for you guys today. These are beautiful women that I have mentored in this space that are alongside me on this journey. I always share about Cordo. You know, they had this incredible 90 days where they created multiple five-figure, like it was a big 90 days and really able to release the job and start traveling now in her van
With
dream
your
job.
help with
Sam
resistance.
as well. And Sam as well, you know, blowing up her social media from 1,400 people to 14,000 people, and all while just doing like really soul lit content. And you know, this is the joy that gets to happen within this space. We get to actually bring our full essence to this space, and that's I want to set the container for what we're going to create tonight. Like we are going to be ourselves. We're going to be our authentic selves. We're not robots. We're real women, real souls that have missions and visions on our heart that truly are here to impact and serve. And we want to do our best to give you as much information so that you feel inspired, empowered, and educated to make a really empowered decision for yourself. So that comes with two aspects, right? We've got the logical side, we've got some slides coming, and then we got the free flowing version of us. And we really want to gift you just the true, authentic nature of ourselves as well. So that will show up here. As you can see in my expression, it will always show up. And so we're going to share with you what we've done in the space and why what we're doing is truly working. And we're going to share about this community that we have because community is everything. And it has been the pivotal change for us to be actually able to continuously focus on the awakenings that we need, the minute awakenings and the bigger awakenings that we need to really deliver the messages that we want to deliver and create the wealth in alignment to our vision. So this is why we've called the digital awakening, leveraged income online, activating our true health and wealth. So I'm going to let Cordo take it away.
Well, let's
Yeah.
Sam. So, guys, you guys are in the best hands here. Alana is such an absolute legend. I'm currently in my van. We get to do this business wherever we want, however we want. And we got beautiful Sam where she is as well, who's we're going to be sharing, yes, some strategy with you, but also really just wanting to help you up level and step into that next level version of yourself and really calling that woman, calling that man forward and really taking that next steps for you. So this is a take this as like a permission slip for yourself to really go all in. How you play games is how you play life. I'll never forget a mentor saying this. So take this as like a game. How are you going to play this? The more energy you put in, the more you're going to get out. It's the same thing in life. So I'm really excited for, Sam, take it away, but really excited to really be supporting you along this journey.
Awesome. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So what we'll cover today, we'll cover a few things. Like Courtney said, we're going to kind of free flow here and as we go. So what exactly is the digital awakening? I mean, Alana said that pretty epically. It is a rise of us conscious entrepreneurs wanting to create a change in the world, using our voice, and then how to own that voice as well. So I'll touch on a little bit about that and really how to speak in with power and clarity and how we can attract these soul brothers and sisters that we want in our lives and in our business, right? Then we'll introduce ourselves. Courtney will talk about, who she is. Likewise with Alana and myself as well. And we'll finish off with how to leverage the community that we have. And there is a beautiful community behind this. So yeah, that's pretty much what we'll cover today in dot point form. Did I miss anything?
No, that's perfect. I love
Yeah.
it. It's like just Courtney. This is what Courtney's about. There's also Lana here. This is the cool thing. Us just being real, tech issues. I don't know if it's still Mercury retrograde, but anyway, we're rolling with it. So this is cool. So of course, take a screenshot of this if you need to. I'm not going to read through the whole thing. This is just pretty much stating that the action that you put in, you've got to take responsibility for your results. And it's just the income, obviously, an earnings disclaimer. So please take a screenshot of it. It's the action that you put in is the results that you're going to get out, of course, and that you're just taking responsibility for that.
Awesome. Quick quote. I'm not sure if anyone has read this book by Tim Ferriss, The 4 Hour Workweek. Pretty phenomenal book. Must read. You have to get this. Basically, most people will find an income stream and then find a way to enjoy life. But you can actually, the key to a successful life is if you get clear on your dream life first and then find an income stream that supports that. That is a very powerful quote. And I think, I mean, kind of like a no-brainer, right? Like you want to have a life where you're fully supported emotionally, physically, mentally, everything. And to have a work that supports that, that's pretty powerful stuff. You can
I want to
actually,
add to
yeah,
that. I feel called to add to that, knowing your worth and what you're deserving of.
yeah,
We're coming into an era of where we understand ourselves a whole lot more. And as conscious beings, we're really understanding the value that we hold and the power that we hold individually as men and women. So why not being paid your worth? Like you are, designed to be paid for your essence and your juiciness. And that's what we get to share.
yeah.
Love that. So beautiful. So pop in the chat. Remember, how you play games is how you play life. So pop in the chat. Why are you here? Why are you here? What is your intention? We can talk all day. We can share all these beautiful things. We can bring inspiration. At the end of the day, you're the only person that's going to be able to make change in your life. You're the only person that is going to be able to transform your life. So, what is it like? What is your intentions? It's so important to be really intentional with everything you do. This is not just another masterclass that you're jumping on. It's no coincidence that you're here. Everything is synchronicity. So, there's a reason and a purpose of why you're here. And if you're not sure, take I don't know out of your vocab and really just sit with this of like, okay, well, if I was sure or if I did know, what would be my intention? And doesn't matter. Maybe you're on this call as well and you've been around the block or you're in our community too. What is your intention for being here? There's always a piece of wisdom in everything that we're attracting in our life. There's a reason why we're in certain places around certain people. So I'd love to know. I'll quickly check the chat.
And your words create spells, so you can ask for what you desire as well.
100%. Kristen and Nick, to hear from powerful leaders so I can implement a piece of wisdom from tonight straight after. Boom, amazing. Success loves speed. The quicker you can be, the quicker you can, not the quicker you can be, the quicker you can action your downloads or your insights or your wisdom and you listen to your intuition, the faster success that you're going to have, which you're going to have many opportunities tonight to be able to take action on them too. Dylan, to remember who I truly am. Boom, amazing. You're already going to get these downloads, setting that intention to be like, right, what is that piece for me right now that I really need or that I desire to really help me in that next step, in that next piece for me? Alana, to upgrade wealth codes. I love it. See, we've got a co-host and she's popping it in the chat, right? This is the amazing thing. We're always up-leveling this community. And every single thing that we do, we're always showing up. Dylan, to transmute pain into power. Fuck yes. Amazing. So good.
Okay, so those were pretty amazing. So let's get real for a second. Where are you right now? Are you fully thriving in health, wealth, time, and impact? Or is there still a gap between, where you are and where you know you should be? The truth is that gap isn't a sign of failure. It's just a sign that you're ready for something more. Now imagine where you could be from like a year from now. Close your eyes, hand on your heart, or whatever feels good for you. What does that life look like when you're fully aligned with your purpose and wealth? Does it look like more freedom, more ease, more abundance? See, that reality is possible, but only if you choose the path that matches the vision. How amazing was that? I love that. You see, the truth is that it's not just about money. It's about building a life where your wealth like expands alongside your personal growth. And the key to that, in my personal opinion, is just choosing the right vehicle.
Mm. I
Thanks.
love it. Thank you, babe. I just literally envisioned animal sanctuaries, just
Yes.
level. So thank you for guiding that. That was really beautiful. And this is the piece too. It can take just a moment of your time to be like just tuning into that vision, tuning into that next step, tuning into our desires. How often do we actually give ourselves the opportunity to take a moment, including myself, even with where I am, how often do I actually allow myself to tune into that next level for me? So thank you for that beautiful reminder. That's really amazing. So, where do you want to be in 12 months? Like, intentions is everything. So, think of this vortex, this portal that we're all in tonight as like this incredible juicy portal. I think juicy is the word tonight, but this juicy portal where we all get to manifest together, right? We're all in this together. So, what are we creating? How are we like what's the energy that we're putting in so we can all really manifest our desires? So when we're thinking about our 12-month goal, it's really important to also feel into what needs to change right now for this to happen. Like Sam was saying, like where are we, like what is going to be that thing that's going to be able to create that? If you can't create this desire in the 12 months, which most people don't even dream because they're like, oh, I can't have it. But it's like, no, you can't have it because you're not in the right model, or you're not
Mhm.
around the right people, or you're not in the right environments. There was no way I was going to quit my 9 to 5 if Alana hadn't held me accountable. I was shitting bricks. I was so scared. There was no way I was going to do that by myself, right? There's no way I would actually do this business in general by myself. So, like, what needed to change for me was to have the right people around me, to have the right environments, to be showing up, to be really starting to learn how to believe in myself. So then I actually could start to believe that what I wanted in 12 months, 24 months, 12 years beyond was actually going to be possible for me. So pop in the chat what are you claiming in 12 months time? Where are you going to be? Who are you going to be around? You're going to be in
Mm.
Bali. Are you going to be traveling? Like, are you going to be with us? You're going to be having the best time. It can be as simple. You could be spending more time with your beautiful daughter or kids. It can be as simple to as big. This is the most incredible thing that it's your life. So you truly get to claim what you desire.
And for those that are already entrepreneurs, like this could be another multi-layer to where you're already at. Like you may have filled yourself with a level of success, but there's another leap that you're ready to take. Maybe it's creating that more time back. Maybe you're looking at upskilling to have more leverage in your business to be, yeah, these are the things that you get to think about as well. Like it can be personal, but it can also be as an, as an entrepreneur, successful entrepreneur myself, like we can actually look at what are my leaps too that I need in the next 12 months as well, because I know that we're attracting really like-minded women that are right now really invested in sometimes multiple businesses or multiple avenues of wealth. What is it that is going to give you what you really desire in the next 12 months? Is it doing what you're doing now, or is there another layer to it? Could you add another bit of leverage to that so that there is a bit more time freedom for you?
Yeah, 100%. There's always room for expansion. Always.
Mhm.
Amazing, babe.
Oh, is this me?
Yes, there you
I can take it. The digital
So,
awakening, what is it? This is for
yeah.
the visionaries, the creators, the healers, the rebel leaders, the impact makers. Honestly, it is for the souls that just, they know they're born for more. They're here to desire, they desire change. Like we've seen the way the world has played out and we're ready for it to be different. We know it can be different and we are willing and courageous enough to take action towards creating it to be different.
I love it. It's getting me, I love doing these things. It gets me so hyped up. So, in order to get your time and money back, you must be willing to invest both time and money to do so. Because if you're not changing it, you're choosing it. If you're not changing it, you're choosing it. So essentially what this is saying, where you're at in your current reality right now, you've chosen it. And that can be a little bit of it can either be like, yeah, amazing, and also at the same time can be like, fuck. A bit of like, oh, I've chosen this. Wherever you're at in life, it could be you could want to be somewhere else. Like it could be very different in a place where you want to be. But this is an important piece to really take responsibility and have the ability to be able to look at yourself and be like, this is where I'm at, and it's okay, right? Love yourself for where you're at, and know that you have to accept where you are to be able to change it. Because if you're not changing it, you're choosing it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So, owning your voice in the digital space. I love this topic because it's kind of what I, relish in. So, when I talk about owning your voice in the digital space, I'm not talking about shouting louder. I'm actually talking about, tuning in a bit deeper. Because the thing is that you don't need more hacks, you don't need more noise, you just need to be more you online. Your voice is the only strategy that you need. Your truth is how you position yourself, and your presence, that's what's actually going to turn people into buying whatever it is that you have to offer. So in a world like this, whole digital space is constantly changing algorithms, trends, platforms, and the only thing that stays consistent is your voice. And that's the only thing that's real, right? And it's a voice that knows who it's speaking to, what it stands for, and why it matters. That's what we're doing here in the Digital Awakening. We are not teaching you how to perform, we're guiding you how to activate your throat chakra, basically. And yeah, we'll show you how to optimize your social so that they're just not pretty, but they're also powerful, and they will attract the right audience to build connection that actually lead to aligned connections. So you'll learn from, people in the top industries, experts who have, the powerful brands already built, literally just from their living rooms, from a couch, from a bed, from wherever, in a van, possibly as well. And, talking both about organic and paid advertising. So all these strategies will be shown to you to make your own. So if you're ever wondering, but I don't have like a huge audience, I've never done this before, good, you're in the right place. You're in exactly where you need to be. This work is designed for truth tellers, storytellers, soul-led creators, the rebels who already are loud and, want to build their own way. And you don't need anyone else. You have community and you have your voice. So yeah, this basically means that your work isn't relied on the hustle or hard selling. It's just your energy, your presence, and a clear offer that you're already, like, your audience is already looking for. Yeah.
Can we pop a one in the chat if you love Sam? I love Sam. I love you. She's like a little fairy. You're so beautiful. And guys, Sam is a true testament to this. From 1,400 followers, I think you had mentioned, to 14K. I'm like, I want to learn from her. I want to learn that this is a cool thing. Now we're in this space. I get to learn from Sam. She gets to learn from me. We all get to learn from each other. So it's just about what is your unique self, and the more authentic you can be, pretty much is what I'm hearing from what you were saying, Sam, the more success and the faster success you're going to actually have. We're just like deconditioning, we're ripping off the mask and all of the layers to really come to who we are, our voice, what we want to share, what we stand for, our mission here on the earth, which is, we have all of the strategy to help you actually manifest that vision, that mission that you want to create, which is
And
really
it truly allows you to become more of who you truly are, because you
Oh,
start
yeah.
to learn that as you start to activate this as well. And that has been one of my greatest gifts in this space, is to learn who I truly am and to become my uncapped version of me, my fully expressed version of me. Like the feeling of liberation, being able to be fully yourself, is just the most divine feeling. And who right now is in an environment where they feel like they can't be their fullest self, and they're ready to shift that? Or who's like ready to find more of who they truly are, like, and actually embrace that and be able to express that confidently? That's what we get to do in this space.
That's so powerful and just leads straight into who am I? And it's so perfect, so divine, because I actually have had comments in the past of people saying to me, oh, you're so confident. Like, I could never do what you do. Or like, you just have this confidence about you. And let me tell you, it took work to get this confident. It took work, and I know I have so much more to go. But the thing with me, like the only thing, this is all great. And yes, I've created success and I'm still on that mission. The main thing for me is really about being able to give it my all in this lifetime. All you really need to know about me as a human, as a being on this earth, is that I'm here for all beings. I'm here to create massive impact. I'm here to not go to my deathbed feeling like I have regrets. I'm here to take a stand for what I believe in and keep coming back to my truth. And I'm here to also help lead a revolution of what we're creating in this space of other like-minded people that actually just want to be in their truth and be their most authentic self. I was that girl that stood behind her best friend, like would go bright red, like all of the things, like back in school, because I felt embarrassed, but I knew better. I had this like feeling in me. Pop it in the chat if you ever had this feeling within you of like you knew you're meant for more. You knew it, but you were squishing yourself, you were dimming your light because it was comfortable and you were afraid and all of the blah 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 stories. Like that was me, until I was like, you know what? There's no way. Like, what else? I get really passionate about this, but like, what else am I going to do on this earth with if I'm not actually just doing what I want, when I want, traveling, creating the impact, saving animals, really making peace, like making new rules on this planet. Like, what else are we here for? Like, tell me. If you don't know what you're here for, like there's a reason and purpose why you're here. And it's going to be so different for everyone. Like, what else are you going to want to do with your time other than actually doing what you love and spending it with the people that you love and being in the environments that you love? Like, why else would you be on this planet? So, how do you want to spend your time? This is what I'm really big on, is really calling people forward with their authenticity, because it's been a big journey for me because I was super not authentic. I was a vet nurse who started to realize that the system is very broken, and I had to go through all of that pain and agony. I dealt with death, literally. I was a part of that death to realize that like there's so much more to life and there's other ways of doing life, not just for humans but also for animals. So for me, that's a big passion of mine, and I get to have this epic community because if it wasn't for time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom, health freedom, all of the freedoms, they're all required for me to be able to create the impact that I truly am here to create, and that I believe that you're truly here to create. You won't find that in a 9 to 5. You won't find that in literally anywhere else. I'm so biased about this community. So that's why I'm here, and that's why I take a stand for other people as well. And Tricky, my cat's here wanting to say hello. So I would take it over to you, Sam. Perfect.
So a little bit about myself, I guess. I have a career as a massage therapist, and I love it. I absolutely adore it. It allows me to support others, hold space for their healing, and it's something that I'm really deeply passionate about. So I've always been in the wellness space, but while I was helping others feel lighter, I was carrying a lot of weight and like I still carry a lot of weight, both physically, because it's a very physically demanding job, and energetically as well. So there's a lot of hours that goes into this. And as much as I loved the work, I knew that it's not something that could sustain me. So, I tried something different. I tried being an executive assistant. And in theory, it was, the better option, less physical, more stable. And it felt like felt like I had accomplished something. There's something about working in a corporate setting. It's like, oh my gosh, yes, I've made it. No, I didn't. I felt like I was like signed my soul up for like death. I was sitting at a desk for hours on end, trying to do high pressure deadlines. And for me, growing up in Papua New Guinea, this is very, very opposite to how I got brought up. I got brought up on the land. We're very much rooted in culture and community. So to be stuck in an office under fluorescent light, staring at a screen, sitting down with my feet in shoes, I felt like I was going to die. I literally felt like it was the end. And that was my wake up call. I didn't have to do it for long. I got fired, blessing in disguise. But that was my wake up call. I realized that I needed a business model that didn't force me to choose between impact and well being. So one that supported me throughout all my stages of life, not just my most productive years. And I've always envisioned a life. When I think about my future, I think about a life full of presence and freedom and abundance in all forms. And if I wasn't living that way, I needed to shift that timeline and I needed to make it happen. That needed to come from me. No one else is going to do that for me. No one else is going to do that for you. You need to do it yourself. But it normally takes you being pushed to your limits for you to wake up. So when I found this, something inside of me clicked. It was different. It allowed me to build something that didn't sacrifice my time, my health, or my energy just to earn an income. And it was designed to be leveraged and flexible and aligned. And that's tick and tick and tick. That's everything that you want, because it also sustains you long term. Now, being a part of this, whenever I'm working on this, I feel like it's something that's an extension of me. And I get to show up fully as myself. And I support others to step up fully into themselves as well. And that's something that's really, it feels cool. To put it short, it feels cool. And if there's anything that I've learned, it's that when you stop forcing yourself into a life that doesn't fit, once you stop forcing yourself, everything shifts. Yeah.
That's so beautiful, babe. Love hearing your
I
story.
love your story. So much power.
Oh,
Okay, my story, it starts from being quite, I would say, rebellious from a young age, but it was more so that I was in a reality, a world of people and individuals that were highly toxic and it's very traumatic kind of teenage years. And it created, again, I had that spark that Courtney spoke about, but yet when I looked around me, what I was experiencing was completely different. I didn't have people telling me that I could go out and do what I wanted to do, or if I wanted to be this, that they would support me. I didn't have that. I had a friendship group that was highly toxic. I had, my parents were very much either not there or they just weren't, supportive of me. And it was quite an interesting world to be grown up in because a lot of insecurities get created in that reality. And I had to battle that. And my first relationship was highly toxic and put me into extreme fear. But I chose courage one day and put myself on a plane when I was old enough to go traveling the world. And that became my escape, but also my healing. And I got to experience myself outside of this world that I was raised in. And that allowed me to experience new cultures and new people and be this version of me that was more free and more liberated. And I loved it and it served me. I traveled multiple countries and I did it living in hostels, on couches, all of the things. I was totally okay with that. I was a single woman, but I desired more and I wanted to create impact. I volunteered in some third world countries and I loved doing that, but I still came back to Australia and I was quite broke, and I was constantly in this, make some money, move and have no money and kind of vibe. I also fell into, an industry that wasn't really helpful for me. It was in the bar industry and I was making money out of alignment. And it was really this interesting battle that I had of wanting to create more but not finding something that could allow me to do that. So I became a personal trainer and that's became a business owner and started to go down the route of helping other people through the health and wellness space, which I absolutely also loved. And what I loved most is when I condensed all my hours, which was quite long as a personal trainer. You get caught up in this 5 a.m. starts till 11 a.m. and then you're back at 3 p.m. and you go till 11 p.m. at night sometimes. But when I got encouraged by some friends of mine to start my own group sessions, I was able to condense the hours. And that was my first taste of freedom. So I made the same amount of money but I only worked 5 hours a week. And I even hired someone to run my Monday classes because I absolutely loved my Sundays and I didn't want to go to work on a Monday. So I started to get this sense of what freedom felt like. However, I got the bug to travel again. And I wanted to go and volunteer again in another country and also do some more traveling. And that's when I realized I was still trading my time for money. And I took a really big hit on my finances when that happened, because I honored the fact I still wanted to do what I wanted to do. So I went and did it anyway, but I had to surrender that business. Whilst I was traveling, I actually met my daughter's dad and I fell pregnant. And this was the big line in the sand moment for me, that I was like, oh, I've got to figure this out. I've got to find something that's going to allow me to be completely present with my daughter, but I don't have to surrender my travel and all of this other fun stuff that I now love, which was like experiences and choice. So I had heard that people were starting to build a business online, and this was over 10 years ago, guys. And so I heard people starting to build businesses online, and I started to put the feelers out. Now, I fell into what's called low ticket network marketing, and that is a model where you're promoting a product of a lower margin. And for me, there was a lot of hustle in that, a lot of having to wear all the hats. And because it has a lot of qualifications that you have to get through, I was actually called a leader, where I actually won a few trips overseas. I got to go to Vegas, all expenses paid. I had all these cool things on the outside that they were gifting me, but in my bank account, I was still only at like $1,200 a month. I think my highest was $8,000 one month, and then it dropped back down. And so I became a single mom on that journey. And I found myself under the house of my mum, remembering the relationship I shared with you. It was quite toxic at the time. It's absolutely changed now, because I've changed and I've healed, and so much has shifted in this space for me that I have now been able to heal that relationship. But at the time, I had fallen back underneath my mum's home as an adult woman, barely making it by, crying all the time, feeling like I'm attached to my laptop, and my daughter's, a toddler running around. And I was like, this can't be it. Because I'd given it a really good hot crack. And I understood that, yeah, it was not it. And so I called it in. So put it in the chat if you feel like this is something that your soul called in, because I get this on so many calls now when I have spoken to many women and men across the globe. I've helped a lot of people in this space now. And one of the things that I hear a lot, and I wish I could act surprised when I hear it now, but I've heard it so many times, I can't get surprised by it. But people like either pray on this or have written it somewhere or called it in unconsciously and just did some sort of prayer, and it's come to them. And the same thing happened to me, and I was diving into my spiritual self and conscious self, and really learning those alignment pieces. And so it came to me at the right time, and I went all in, and it really shifted my course of my whole life. And I'm so very grateful. So now I've been in the space for over 6 years, and what has transformed in that time is just next level. My yes turned into so many other people's lives being shifted and transformed, like little old traumatized me that didn't know, how to keep down a job, but just decided that things needed to shift, and that I was going to be the catalyst for the generational change that needed to happen for my family and for my daughter. And that was like a really big moment for me. And now that is the yes that has changed so many other people's lives. So now I just absolutely I love gifting this. I love sharing this. I love spending time with the other women and men in the space, collaborating, putting on these incredible retreats that we get to share with you later on in this call. Like, that's something that I love doing. It's like my contribution to the world. I know we all feel that way. It's a way that we can contribute and really invest in people and their vision and their mission. I have gone from, yeah, struggling, being broke, to, you know, traveling across Australia with my daughter in a caravan. She's also been across the globe. I've now attracted in a beautiful partner into my life, which I'm having a healthy relationship now. I'm in this beautiful multi-million-dollar property now on the beach that we invested in to stay in over the next 6 months, so that we can just enjoy being beachside and create our life from here before we invest in our own property next year. So, and then we're off to the US in a couple of weeks as well to do a big like travel through the US and go see all those remarkable spots. And, you know, I share this because, yeah, what is shifted and changed for me is just so dramatic, because I was a person of trauma, insecurity, and just not the right environment, right? But I believed, I got to a point where I was like, I fucking deserve it, you know? And if you've had a hard life, I would say right now to yourself, this is, you deserve this shit. Like, you deserve this. You deserve to create a life and change it and transform it into what you truly desire. And at one stepping stone at a time, my life has radically shifted and changed into the woman that I am today. I am, love the mother that I am. I love the daughter that I've raised. For her to be able to see the changes on the journey that we've been on together, from moving multiple houses to now being able to be secure and safe and express in such a delicious way, to manifest together. It's just so beautiful. And I love working with other parents as well, and bringing the kids into the space and teaching them how to shift those patterns within the family and within the home, so it gets to be a legacy imprint.
I love it. I mean, your story is the reason why I'm here, why the reason Sam's here. And I know that you've, yeah, literally cultivated incredible lives for so many men and women across the globe. And it's just, you just never know what this one yes could do. Yes, for yourself to start with, and then also many others. And I can say that for myself too, because I know that myself and my bestie Krista have been changing the lives as well for other people, and same with Sam. So it's really beautiful to hear your story. Thanks, babe. So guys, like with all of that being said, like let's talk about a bit of the logistics of it. So the ultimate offer, right? High ticket affiliate marketing. Myself, I've also been in low ticket with quotas, losing ranks, all of the things. Like I love the hustle. I love the hustle. Don't get me wrong. This is why I love working, I love business, and also why I started to transition is because I was like, well, guess what? I get to hustle and work in a way that feels more aligned, and that's actually going to pay me back, right? So it's leveraged. It's something, we've got a product that it's something that people want, need, and love, right? We're literally predominantly made of it. Our brain is made up of 90% of it. It's something that supports people and the planet and profit. Planet is everything for me. Working with Mother Nature is so essential. So it's something that we actually get to utilize in this space. Again, like I was saying, high ticket versus low ticket. It's high ticket, it sells itself, right? And it's something that is actually required to spread globally around the world. It's something that's already established. The company is over 50 years old, which is incredible. It's a beautiful company, and yeah, you're going to learn a bit more about that as well. And it's something that's in the $1 trillion health and wellness industry. It's larger than the music industry, guys. It's larger than the music industry. There are more women, more millionaires that are women in this space in high ticket sales. It says something. And of course, there's a lot of, space for the men too. There's a lot of incredible men that are making a lot of money as well. And we have like this company is something that pays over 50% in commissions, which is pretty unheard of in this industry as well.
Okay, so not all business models are created equal. So if you're going to invest your time and your energy into something, it has to be something that's high impact, high reward, and high alignment. And that's exactly what this offer is. There are two ways to make money. So one's leveraged income and one is linear. Linear income is where you trade your time for money. That's That's where you put in the hours and then you get the money from. With linear income, your earnings stop the moment that you stop working. So your time is capped. This is the most traditional way people, probably like what, 90% of people earn their income. And it's constantly chasing more hours or higher rates just to get a higher pay, basically. But with leveraged income, you build a system that continues to pay you even when you're not actively working. So it scales beyond personal effort and it allows you to create more without adding more hours to the day. So it sounds pretty good. The difference between these two is that with one, when you stop working, the money stops. With the other is that your income flows even when you're not clocked in, which is something I feel everyone desires in today's economy. So wealth, it's not about choosing, wealth is about choosing the right vehicle. And the only question I have left to ask you is, are you willing to drive it?
Juicy.
I love it. Mic drop. And going off what Sam's talking about, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Now, I feel like this can be quite easy to do because we've been so conditioned in this hustle mentality. But I know that since you're on here, you're more conscious than that and you're more aware. And there's a reason why you're here because you want to do things better. We're in 2025. We have AI, we have automation, we have all these incredible tools which our community leverage far, like incredibly well. So we have all of that provided. So why are we not utilizing it? And in fact, it's really, really important coming to 2025 and beyond. Like this is the way the world's heading. So we've got to find a way to make money while we sleep, so we can actually do more. And I know with the way the economy is going, there's a lot of things happening. So it's really important now more than ever to really have access to a tool that allows us to have this.
And it's truly the digital awakening right now, because it is a time that this is actually becoming more normalized and more seen as, a way forward. It's actually was, I think in 2023 or 2023, like the highest paid skill set was this, right? That's what was announced in Forbes. So it's like, this is becoming more normal, and yet we're looking at our future, like I look at my mum, she's almost 70, going to work still. And I look at my partner's dad, who's late 60s as well, attempting to retire and can't retire, and he's got a business. So that's what we don't want to do. This is what we want to focus on, what we can do. This is what we get to do. And so how we run our business is super simple. We just get to leverage social media to educate, automate, and duplicate. So like a post that we put out, you probably saw something on our social media that led you to us, that led you here to this space to check this out. So you just you're promoting yourself, you're promoting an offer, you're promoting a masterclass, you're opening yourself for an invitation for people to come in that are like-minded like you to check out this masterclass. And then you get people interested in a masterclass, right? They watch a masterclass. How simple. And then they make sure that they feel like they're aligned to this vision, their mission, or this business, this vehicle. They get in tune with it. They book a call, which we're going to offer you guys today. We're going to book a call and we get to dive deeper and see if it's a right fit. We want to make sure you're potentially a right fit for our community too, that that you are courageous and ready to take the steps that it takes, right? And then we get started. We get started with our partnering offer, and are we going to talk more about our partnering offer next? Because I'm really excited by this one. So you get started with our partnering offer.
You can touch on it, babe. Go for it.
Yeah. So we get started with a partnering offer. Now, like we mentioned before, the company is a 50-year-old company. It's a Japanese company, so that's got good ethics, strong foundations. Japan is actually one of my favorite countries. I've been there over 6 times now. I lived there for 5 months. I know the Japanese culture. It's a very incredible company, and they have this area called the Blue Zone in Japan, Okinawa, which is where the longest living people and one of the longest living cultures are. And what they do is they just don't have pesticides and herbicides in a lot of those areas. And they're really dedicated to creating strong technologies that absolutely transform you as a frequency being, a physical being, a wellness being. And they've created a product that actually has been going off for 50 years, but they're also now coming up with some innovative products as well, because obviously we've got new things coming into our field like EMF coming into the field. So they've created things that can help, harmonize the effects of EMF for us and our children. So it's really working with conscious entrepreneur beings. So really excited for that. Does someone else want to?
Yeah, Sam, you jump in, babe.
Yeah. So scaling through support. So, when you're scaling your business, you don't have to do it alone. In fact, the biggest shift I see is in people is when they start to doing it together. So when you stop being or trying to be a one-man show and actually leverage the community around you, that's when I've seen the most shifts happen. So what we've built is a collaborative system. For example, Alana has been hosting retreats for some time, and she'll talk about that towards the end. So basically, you bring your magic, your energy, your story, your frequency, and we then help you amplify it, whether that's support with your funnels or your sales, accountability, or just someone to help you close the deals when you're offline. We all do that together. This isn't about hustling or trying to become a tech genius overnight. In fact, it's impossible. I still have troubles with technology every single day. We give you done-for-you tools, we offer positioning, and even support from people inside our own community who have been exactly where you are. So you're never really doing it alone, and there's always someone to meet you exactly where you are. And that energy alone is absolutely priceless because you tend to grow with these people. I'm still learning every single day. I learn heaps of things from Courtney. I learn heaps of things from Alana, even just in the larger community that we are in. Every day. So because of that, you're not spending every single day trying to do it alone. And you're not spent, every day glued to your screen. So you're building a business that feels like you. And yeah, like I said, you are supported every step of the way.
Yeah, we actually have developed over the years that I've been in the space to really fine tune like what's needed. And we come together as a community and actually go, what does we need? And we all work so well together. We get to put in our requests, hey, this needed. But for now, like where we're at in our structures and our systems, what we've created for you is so much of the work done for you. And all you need to do is really come back to those starting points that we spoke about, learning how to be your own voice, being your brand, coming into your flowering out into your full potential. So what we've done for you is like we have training platform to actually educate you step by step. You can actually go 5-minute training, take action on it. Every Monday night, we have this incredible huddle where we get together and we hear from people like us in the industry that are having like a massive month in their business, or they've had a big breakthrough on a skill set that they learned. And we are so abundant in our approach. And this is why I think our community is probably the most winning community out there, is because we are so abundant. We're not someone that's going to hold back information. We actually want you to have whatever it is that you need. We're not free until everyone's free. That's our motto. So we have really created systems for you. We have people to do your sales calls. And right now I'm doing a bunch of the team sales calls and we are loving it. We're having such a vibe doing it together.
I love it. So your journey to success starts here. Like we mentioned at the start, you get to create that new chapter. You get to choose where you want to direct this, how you get to leverage or utilize this masterclass. You can choose for it to be a masterclass, or you can choose for it to change your life. It's really up to you. You really get to decide where you want to take this next step and where you want to take the direction of your life. Like we mentioned, so we've found the ultimate offer already. We teach you how to leverage social media to attract your dream team. We have a system that helps you to automate the offer, and you have the community support. Like I promise you, I've been in many different communities. I've even created a community alongside my soul sister Kristen, and this community is like a community on healthy steroids. If that's even a thing, right? On just like vibes.
Natural peptides.
Yeah, something like that. So it's just like, I promise you, and I'm sure you're feeling this right now. There's like this pull energy, and you're like, what is this? It might feel a bit uncomfortable. It might feel like juicy. It might feel really like magnetic. And just let it be. Let it be. Let us be here to support you and to really support you in whatever that life is that you really want to create. So, Alana, babe, you want to share the next steps?
Yeah, beautiful. So the next steps, if you still, you're getting this magnetism, you're getting a pull for this, is actually just to take action and come and meet us on a call and hang out with us on a call and ask us the questions. In the meantime, we'll also shoot you a video so you can see more deeper on your offer and like what we're offering, because we know that we really want you to be clear on that. So what we want you to do, we're going to put it in the chat, but if you're ready to book a call, chuck it in the chat that you're ready to book a call. But we're going to put our booking link in the call, and then you're just going to jump on with us, going to get some private time with us, which is epic. So you can fully dive into your questions or the blocks that are coming up. A lot of the time, some of these calls are really about the emotions that come up when we're addressed with the life that we actually want, because sometimes we're, all of a sudden we're like, whoa, we're getting called forth into what we desire. Can you take me back to the slide?
Yeah, one sec, babe. I'll just drop in the chat. Keep going.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So yeah, jump on a call with us and we'll dive deeper. And there's no attachments to how that look. As we mentioned here, we're really just aligned to who is aligned to this, and we're just here to support you, whichever avenue, whichever pathway you want to take. But don't let yourself not take the opportunity to come and actually spend some time with us so that you can get your questions answered and dive deeper into that. The step 3 is just to get started. If it's a full yes and you're ready and you're empowered, inspired enough to make that decision for yourself after that call, you get started. Number 1, it's your first yes in this industry. Your first yes is probably the best yes, because once you've done that, you're on the other side and you get to come into this incredible community and start to receive the stepping stones that you need. But we have something pretty cool that we're giving you guys as an offer, and it is big for us to do this, but we're just so passionate about supporting others and transformation and creating empowered leaders across the globe, that we have an offer that if you get started, you're ready to go, that you can actually qualify for a free retreat. Now, what happens at these retreats are next level. Sam just returned from one. She can tell you more about her experience, but there is a massive transformation that happens at these retreats and an upskilling at the same time. Do you want to share briefly, Samantha, about your experience?
Definitely. There's something about being in close proximity with people who have this powerful magnetism about them that accelerates your whole trajectory. And that is literally what I experienced. Being in such close proximity with Alana in Bali, learning all of these tools, literally, I felt like my brain had just opened these new like doors that I thought they were already open, but now they just kind of like swung right open. And it really does put you in that place. It puts you in kind of like the energy right before a breakthrough. You get to taste it a little bit, and you can choose whether to dive in fully or not. And when you do, I tell you, everything shifts. That's exactly what I felt in Bali. I felt like things I thought I had a really strong understanding of, meaning what I desired in life, where I wanted to be, how I wanted to do it. I thought I had known these things before, but being at the retreat and being in it just expanded my vision even further. Yeah,
Yeah,
profound.
I loved watching the magic, and Cordo and Kristen and Nick are about to put on an incredible retreat in May. So if you get in quick, you could get to Bali in May and go and experience that. What can they expect, Cordo?
What can they not expect? We have incredible, like the vibe is really about nourishment. But yes, we're going to give you strategy, everything you need to know. We actually have incredible platforms for that anyway. But when you're in Bali with us, it's really about the number one thing that I have found is that if your body isn't open or isn't prepared or like isn't open to yes creating that next version of you or to be able to hold money, like it's really about rewiring our nervous system, it's about rewiring our subconscious mind. And so what we really discovered with this retreat and our intention is to really put on an epic retreat in Bali that actually nourishes you, that actually feeds you, that allows your body to prepare for that next level version, because we can give you all of the strategy in the world, all of the strategies. However, if you've got these subconscious limiting beliefs in the back of your mind that might even be coming up now, because your body can feel this shift and change. It's not used to the transformation. What we're going to be doing is really holding space and really recoding your body, recoding your nervous system with amazing facilitators, like activating your voice. There's incredible plant-based food, all of the things that are really here to nourish you. We're going to have like beautiful non-alcoholic drinks. We've got a DJ. Like, we're all about having fun, right, too? So we're going to be having fun the
More
whole
fun
time.
you have.
The more fun you make, right? So it's just going to be an absolute ball. And yeah, the main thing what I taking away from Sam as well is that something that myself and Kristen have always done is got around the people that had what we want. Proximity is power. It's so true. So just being around incredible people, it's not just even our personal team, it's open to the broader Enagic team. So the people that are going to be coming is next level, right? It's going to be next level in people from all walks of life, all different ages, men, women, all of the kind. It's just going to be incredible.
Yeah, it's going to be incredibly transformational. And, you have to go to really, truly experience what we're talking about. And guess what? You don't have to pay for it. It's fully paid for, all expenses paid for. You get your flights there. That's a disclaimer.
Yeah.
Get your flights there. Get invested, obviously, in the space. Be a yes and qualify. But you get to come out to that and receive abundance, like receive the value of your investment right away and have your life absolutely transformed from that moment forward. And for those that are online, like, we're going to bring this retreat to online as well. So in the meantime, before our September retreat, we're going to be bringing this kind of content to you over 5 weeks starting in May. And the same with the retreat. After the retreat, you can come back and actually recap through this mentorship as well online. So if that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what it will, because but if you are excited, I'd love to hear what your favorite takeaway was in the chat. Put down what you absolutely loved about tonight, what you're feeling, what's coming through for you, and what you're going to action on.
Yeah, for me, I just want to share, like, thank you everybody who has turned up. For those that are watching the recording, it's so fun, like, to think that I'm living in a van, get to do life and business, traveling with my cat, just with incredible rock stars like these people. I feel like the simplicity of life is really amazing, and it's something that I always desired. So for me, it's just having more fun, doing these more often, like screaming what we have from the rooftops. It's such a reminder of, and just really gets me passionate about what we get to do here. And Kristen said, I'm so hot, energy flowing massively. That's when you know you're winning.
Yeah, and I was reflecting only just yesterday, like, the richness of life, right? It's like the money is amazing. I'm not like, wait till you see the money. It's amazing. But the richness of my life and what I get to experience now, can you all agree that in this space, like, how there's like this essence of richness to the experiences we get to have now, the people that we're around now, the way that we get to express ourselves now. And I'm just excited for everyone that is so courageous and open to receiving and ready to take action to educate themselves in this space, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. So book a call. Check out the offer in more detail. We'll send you that right before the call to check out, so you can ask us any extra questions that you have, and just really, be with us. So we're really excited for you, celebrating you all for coming on this call, watching the replay. We're looking forward to hearing from you. So whoever sent this to you, go and thank them, and then tell them what you loved about this call. Tell them what inspired you about this call, because this is where the magic gets to happen, when you really get to step into those courage codes and say, you know what, actually, I got really inspired on this call because of this, this, and this, and reach out to the person and say thank you. Thank you is your magic word from moving forward. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we love you guys. Have the most amazing night or
Thank
day or
you.
wherever you are. See you in Bali.
Bye.